Welcome, my people. Yes, we are back and we are here. And this is Travel Lifestyle with your girl, Hetty B. My guests are seated. This is CATV. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share. Yes, of course. Today, we are asking, in Pempin, most of the times when we are traveling, we don't even factor our finances at all. In fact, if I have a bag at 9, we are leaving. But then, is it a necessity? Or is it important for us to budget our trip, be it international or local, whatever it is? Are you supposed to plan your finances on that? Because we just consider our flight tickets and that's it. We don't care about the others. So we are looking at the importance of budgeting when it comes to traveling. Does it make it easier or less expensive? This is CATV, and this is what we are discussing today on Travel Lifestyle. But before that, my guest, Eukaria, is here, and Rose is also here. You know Rose, you know Eukaria. But then before we get it started, let's go for a break. When we come, this is Travel Lifestyle with your girl, Hetty B. We'll be right back.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024 306 8558, 024 306 8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030 231 8932, 030 231 8932.
We are back, but get to know that you're not late because we're just about to start, and this is still Travel Lifestyle on CATV. Please tell a friend to subscribe, like, and share, and drop your comments, whatever you think of the show. And again, how about you? Do you think it's less expensive, or do you think it makes it easier when it comes to budgeting? Or you also think that yes, people do not budget when they are traveling? Whatever it is, please drop your comments and we'll read that for you. So this is Travel Lifestyle. Just as I said, my girls are here. Hey. Eukaria is here.
Hi.
Vivian Boko. Hey. And Rose. Hey.
Hi,
hey. The economy possibilities. I don't want the first class. No, I don't want it. She's rich, but she doesn't want the first class. Yeah, that's it. So that's Rose. So today, what we are discussing on the podcast today is budgeting. Do you consider budgeting? Is it normal for someone to consider budgeting when traveling?
Yes.
You think
they do? It's normal.
You think they do?
Yeah, they do.
You think they do?
They do.
Because for me, I think they don't. People get stuck, actually.
Some do. I think some do, yes, because it would help you to control your expenses. Because if you don't budget before you travel, and you get to the country or the place you are going to, and the amount of money on you is not up to what are you going to do. Let's say you lodge in a hotel, maybe you didn't budget, and you get to the hotel and the amount you were expecting that maybe they would take, it's more than that. What are you going to do? So before you travel, I think you're supposed to sit down, check the prices of the hotel, the bookings, everything. Then you will budget around it so that when you get there, you don't find yourself in any trouble, any unforeseen circumstance that you wouldn't be happy about, because you are traveling, you are going to enjoy yourself. So you need to have that comfortability and that peace to enjoy your trip. So it's very good for you to budget before you travel.
Because Rose, the reason I'm asking that, is it normal for some? I feel in most cases we don't get it that way. In fact, here in Ghana, it's very hard for someone to say, okay, let me plan my finances. Let me even check the rate of the hotel. You know, there was someone that says she got stuck in China because she has heard of China. So she didn't consider where she's even going to sleep. She knows, when I get to China, it's like Ghana. If I just walk in, I can pay this amount and then sleep. She didn't consider the money involved when it comes to the hotel. She only thought, okay, China 9.
It is very essential, very, very essential that when you want to travel outside especially, you should consider budgeting yourself very well.
Yeah.
You need to do some few researches here and there. Supposing I'm not learned, you need to consult people who can help you, do the little budget, find out certain things here and there. But sometimes you might decide to have a budget, let's assume I want to go to China, and I have a friend there, and after doing all these budgeting, and my friend is like, oh, everybody China da, everybody betina mention. So you consider it being okay. I'm going to visit my friend alongside a business deal. But you get there, you realize that baby, I will friend a Charlie. Will you go and it's like a student mattress, no that. But they won't tell you the truth. You get there and you realize that Debbie, this is what the enthusiasm and all that I had. I was coming to meet my friends staying at least quote and unquote nice place, and you go there and there is rats and all those places.
But won't you sleep? No, won't you sleep?
Anyway, what's it when you're in Kuma? Also when you're baby. Yes, but then no, you see, your friend hearing you coming in, giving you all the hope that you will get to the place. So you take certain budgets that you are supposed to make out because you feel say I'm going there for just 2 days, 3 days. But the way you're going to struggle there, the room, the uncomfortable state you find yourself. Next time you open a better there, what they budget.
Yama acquaintu no acquired Yanka International Yabaduka. Yama acquaintu no acquired day. Undo be on day, minya me tickets cape. No minya me visa, no minya me tickets cape 9. Minya drew one and coupon betchley.
And so
even if I know a curate say America and to China or China, meaning them in drew no matter what, on boy you carry a man you put there, me band me better home pool, on him door, on to carry me by China, into on your drew crony one of your friend, Ibia, oh, my member the whole. After you carry an so on fan so out there, they be a new bill share room, so it's hard until your friend cronian. So sometimes young Kasano, we just assume things, but we don't even communicate with whoever is out there. And then again, don't you think they lie to us that we are maybe
yes, they lie to us. Yeah, they lie to us most of the time. They wouldn't tell you because most of their rooms outside, some it's very small. To talk of accommodating 2 people because now yes, and I think it's because they are living outside. So like, hey, so to avoid that kind of maybe feel like they are disgracing themselves or they don't have that space enough to accommodate you, then they will not even tell you at all. Or better still, he or she will pick up and tell you, oh, I'm out of town, okay, baby. So at that point, then so before you travel or you go, even if you have a family member there, you should communicate and plan budget in case if you get there and the person says I'm not around today, you can at least pay for a hotel and lodging, not super expensive, something within your budget that you can lodge in. Then the following day you can just pick an Uber train and go to the family member's house. So you have to budget before you travel.
For us to communicate when you are traveling.
Know where you are going.
Okay, but why is it that we end up being stressed? Fine, I communicated it. We drew chronimo. My friend, she's not answering because I didn't budget for it. If you were to be in that person's shoes, what would you do? Because main budget say, if you are okay, you find the out the baby a customer 1 hour tonabe, maybe you free had your call tonabe. In the young the obi wahadia, she's struggling to buy and then come and sell. So when she gets there and then there's this unforeseen happens, what do you think she should do?
Most of the time, before a baby make a step, very importantly, before a baby make a step, say, baby a corner. Especially when you are making the hotel reservations. Say Bia Erico through the hotel, okay? And ask Erico through your friend. Always put it in mind, say, Nipa de we Nipa, ubet me are disappointed. So when you are looking at your friend, you also should be looking at another option. Say Nebeya Ekodru one size situation you will not find yourself wanting. Sometimes people will call a hotel and then they are like, okay, I want a single bed. Then they will book. Any unforeseen can come in the hotel whereby you go and the place is even booked, like full. because they were expecting you at a particular time. You didn't show up because of flight delays here and there. You didn't show up, and then you get there, and that single rooms have been booked fully.
True.
This is a situation whereby you need to top up to be able to get another place for you to stay. That is another inconvenience situations where people find themselves. So when you go to a hotel and when you are planning, and they tell you that it's 10 cedis for a hotel room, at least ask for the next highest bill so that you opt for that one. Say the buyer say echo. You opt for the small one, but you budget for the bigger one. So that in case you go and then there is any change in management and as a change in any circumstance, you won't find yourself wanting. And in the situation whereby you call your friend when your friend is not answering, I think the best place for you to go is to go close to the police station. Yes, because you didn't budget for a hotel. Elbe is stranded. Are you going to be roaming about in that area? If your documents, everything is correct, will you be roaming about in that area? Obviously no. That means you are calling for.
On that note, I think it's appropriate there.
Yes.
But then, what in paper documents no on shedan yet into obi dem na e bia document.
Oh, sir, the person just came in.
Okay.
You know, you just arrived and you find yourself in that situation. So you are in the visiting visa.
That's true.
Yes.
That means fear. One thing we have to take fear out of us because
exactly.
Hey, I'm coming to stay. So I wouldn't even want to involve myself with any police matter because on any team no that born no libedi. Into nankasa no beginning nankasa no police na semete. So you should advise someone to go to the police station first place. On call. Obo on mo kwa no call that bridge asenade.
Me chere won wo ko didwa.
Okay.
Like the market women now wo ko didwa no. Because say you have this huge sum of money with you. Now why your budget say me dey to goods 10 is either you cut down the number of goods that you are going to ship so that you get a place to stay, which you have not even investigated on. Then I think personally the best thing would be to hand over police. But you know, you just
then on my winner the man could do a day. You know, I'm going to China. I have about this money. Maybe you'll be say, oh, Dana was the minya. Then no man, the man could do day. Mammy, scan on and on or the on dream. Then no one will be back at the on dream baby or on the crowd.
Because I feel like a bit more an agent day. Okay, so me do at this time will be maybe me flight me do and papa to me do and pana. I'll use them time, you know. But the better to me money around this time, not me flights na me dey babaka no. Now also, then I rush to the airport and then come back. That's what some people will do. While planning them. But this is the case whereby e could the whole year. If you nyama na ekwa kotono, within that very day. So now you have to stay back and continue the following day. And that's where the problem comes in because you didn't budget for that. To them, Obiko, if I maybe, let me use within Ghana to maybe Nigeria. Also, bit more and people do it. Even Ghana, like at dawn in the sometimes around 12, I could do Nigeria anopa. Odu awatu to nyama ni nyama no mo do de maka no da maka. Na nkote ni de no de be fa you know. They even have washrooms, bathrooms that you can pay waiver for return car then waba back. Until when share for hotel na she didn't pay for anything. But if it's going to be a long journey that is outside of Africa to a different country, that one you have to budget because you can't tell me the moment you get to China and you buy all those things, you can use that same range to book your flight and come back that very day, and then you tell me that hey, your friend then baby my over a transit, you would relax there. You know, some people will do that. When you get to that place, you relax. You know, you can do transit for let's say an hour or 2 hours. You relax there. Then, if you do that, you'll be found wanting. Yes. Okay, so I don't advise that.
You don't advise there. Or they will to me where you want research.
Yes.
And son of our man was out the way I one what to not they be a customer one. Fine. Maybe I'm here them a coffee. Damguti, right? But when I got there, I saw other things, and then it changed everything. How can you be disciplined? Because it comes with discipline, actually. You travel, this is my first time traveling, and I come and I see beautiful things, and I want to explore. In fact, I want to go to places to take pictures before I go for my mission while I'm there. So how do I become disciplined when I find myself in this situation?
I remember working for a company, and once my boss said something to me concerning setting your priorities right. And seriously speaking, every human being or every business person, every business-minded person has a priority, a goal to achieve. And you Eriko baby Eriko no, A, B, C, D, and these are the things that my customers are looking for. It is a nasa a nyampona ekonya different ekonya niere pena. And you seen other way now. The best thing is to probably talk to the owners of the shops, get contacts. You get it. Get contacts, and then you come back, and then reorganize yourself and go back. Okay. But as Obiba say, greediness. Any a friend is saying on pede or pedo de bubaba almost about 30 noma. The person will go there. Instead of buying 30 pieces of ABR skirts now, you walk to 5. You walk to A, and then you come and you find yourself wanted, even in Ghana, because the goods that you thought was beautiful is not going. It's not going. It's a plan is a merit to A. We shouldn't be doing impulse buying.
Yeah, impulse.
So, merit to A, go by the A, because China, on tunko baby ara. The only thing that will be different is the language barrier. China, so you can come back to Ghana and then you rearrange yourself and then budget for those things that you thought, at the pictures, or customers, do you like them? And you market for them before you bring it. Because sometimes you spend so much money over there, you bring the goods and
it's not even moving.
It's not even moving.
So you heard it from Rose. Please, when you are going, you need to factor certain things. You shouldn't just go and then you see other goods and you're like, okay, let me rather buy this and come and sell. Whatever plan you had, work with that plan, okay? And when you get there, now you can take the contacts, because now you have the links. You take the contacts, come and replan. At least get some samples, show it to your buyers. If they're interested, why not? When you go again, then you can purchase. So this is Travel Lifestyle. We're going for a quick break where we can't know that. Spill the tea. We're trying. The man sooner. We are still asking. With you. Do you want just a short trip or maybe a long vac? So we'll find out. Let's go for a break. We'll be back.
Would like to say a big thank you to our sponsors, CH Travel and Tour. With CH Travel and Tour, they offer services like flight ticketing, hotel booking, visa assistance, car rentals, study abroad. You can contact them on 024-306-8558, 024-306-8558, or you can contact them on their landline 030-231-8932, 030-231-8932.
So we are back, and I know you are ready for Spill the Tea. We'll get there, but we are still talking about budgeting. Do you think it makes travel easier, or you think it's less expensive, or you think there's no need for us to budget? My girl still says there's a need for you to budget so that you don't find yourself wanting when you travel. But I'm asking that, okay, fine, my budgeting, right? I've done all of these budgets, and then it's around my means. But when I got there, whatever I researched online is different. How about that? Because it can be possible.
Yes, it is possible.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuffs that they download online may be old.
Okay.
And then you may get a contact number and then you can try calling, you will not get through and all that. Yeah. So it is possible that you might have wrong information, especially when you have a worker who is not.
Okay, I mean, let's put business aside. What if I'm there to have fun? How should my budget plan be like? Ikaria?
I think
Have you experienced that before, that you went to just have fun?
Yes,
Okay.
and I did my budget well, so it didn't affect,
affect
it
you.
in any way. It only affects you when, as she said previously, you are supposed to get there on time. And maybe at the time that they gave you, you weren't there at that moment. Then maybe the rooms are now fully booked and you have to go in for a new place. And now that new place is not within your budget.
Yeah.
That is where the problem comes in. So you don't have any choice. You have to book the new place like that. But it will just that it will reduce maybe the number of days you would love to stay.
Yeah.
Or better still, maybe you want to go to these recreational centers to take pictures. Maybe you have to reduce it.
You have to reduce the enjoyment.
Exactly, because you get there and then the rooms are fully booked. So, and one thing that you're supposed to do, aside your budgets that you have done, you have to also put extra money somewhere. So that when you get there, let's say, oh, my budget is like, let's say 60 or 70,000. Let me put extra 15 or 20,000, so that when I get there and there is any unforeseen circumstance, I'll use that extra money somewhere. So anytime you're traveling, aside your budget, have something extra.
Yeah.
Have some, because you never know. You never know. Maybe at the time the recreational center that you saw, maybe when you go to that place, let's say it's maybe $30, maybe 40 or 50, and now they are telling you it's like maybe $100. So if you have that extra money, you're like, oh, let me quickly go into the extra money account.
Oh, again, I'm from the South Africa, right? Then I have to have that helicopter experience in South Africa. So maybe I've gotten there, and then I tried the helicopter experience, but then price not for it, no. For me, I think you should just skip and do other things.
Yes.
I will stand in front of it and take a picture.
You can't. I think you have to pay
before you would even enter. So I'll go back to my house. You have to go back to your hotel because you can't afford it.
Yes.
So there are other places you can go. So next time,
then you
when
come back.
Because you know that only one thing that is really affecting the youth. For instance, when they travel, okay, when I go, I'm going for the sky, whatever, dinner in the sky and all of that. When they get there, they realize that, hey, however I budgeted is not what is there. And so what do I do? Now they get frustrated and then it spoils the whole vacation for them.
Exactly.
But then I think there are other things you can do to fill in that
space.
That space.
But some people also end up accumulating some debts behind them till they come and face their wrath. You know, somebody might be there, and then when you go and you are stranded, then they start calling their friends and families for them to be, putting money into the account. And then you come back and you realize that Marco have financial work. I want them to be here. You see,
it happens. It happens.
It's not just something you do for 1 week. Budgeting. It's not something that you do for just 1 week when you are traveling for a long distance and all that. I mean, it should be, you give yourself like about 6 months, a year, that, this particular year, you are in January, this particular year, I want to travel to South Africa. You make all your inquiries here and there, you start saving towards it, and then you add more so that when you go, as we are all saying, you don't get yourself stranded in somebody's land and going to worry the Ghana embassy there
and that thing is very, very bad
and embarrassing.
Exactly. You travel to go and have fun, then you end up in your country's embassy in
you're always talking about pressure and impressing, because I want to impress. That's why I find myself.
So you impress and embarrass. Impress to embarrass. No, you have to budget to avoid all those things. You really need, and budgeting also helps making traveling less expensive.
Exactly.
Because as she was saying, you have saved enough. So even when you are paying the money, you don't really see it to be too expensive. But when it becomes something that you didn't budget for, now you have to take money from coffers that you were not supposed to take money from, and now everything becomes expensive to you. So you are enjoying, but you are calculating.
But it's like a girls trip.
Okay.
They normally say now the group, whatever girls trip, we finally made it, right?
Yes.
So it's a girls trip. You plan. Take 50,000. But but I still have to go because I still have to go. I can't let my girls go and I'm here. So then But when I go, that's when I find myself wanting, because you are having all the fun, but then I can't cater for this. And so now I have to start calling my family and friends. I want some out there to come to
and
me.
even worrying your friends that are there too.
So if your friends are not able to pay for you, let them go, then you'll be sleeping.
No, I can't let them go. What will my friends say?
So what would your friends say? You didn't have the money. Why did you go?
I have to make it to the girls' trip.
Exactly.
I have to make it to the girls' trip. So let's just move to spill the tea. Today we are asking on Spill the Tea. Hey, we are asking that, hey, urban romantic getaway and then road trip, and I was a jolly road. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer a romantic getaway with your partner, you're having all the fun, or you prefer to be in your car or in the bus with the squad, or with your partner? You're just having a road trip.
I like the road trip.
Which one do you prefer?
I like the road trip.
Why?
Okay, so it helps you to experience nature more. Yes, because you wouldn't be driving within the city. Yeah. You would go outside the city. Yeah. And you would be seeing these mountains, this nice forest, all this kind of things. And in a car, I really love car talks, because it helps for you to have deep conversations
with the music playing,
with the country music playing on the side, have some snacks. So I like the jolly trip.
Oh, jolly trip. Yeah. At a point, you can even be singing together, taking your selfie. So you prefer the jolly trip. So then, which one?
I guess I'll have to go for the romantic trip.
Okay.
Opocho.
I don't cap a road trip.
Oh, road trip near bad. But any romantic and so, you know, a ginger body in the kakra. Yes.
And also breakfast to be.
Sister. Now that the queen for that moment.
Right. No,
imagine you waking up and you turn your face and this macho man beside you kind of. Oh boy. So pressure. Macho man. Oh, but then you have your nice gentleman beside you early in the morning. It's a new environment. It really helps your soul to some extent, that it revives you. And you are always waking up and you see your TV at one stand all the time. Yeah. Today you go in and somebody knocks at your door, Madam Room Service. Just near the breakfast now, but breakfast no I be there with simple shano one watching the bomb no the abba no the before you realize the hotness the problem man hot. I'll prefer a romantic trip.
Okay, so if you prefer romantic getaway or trip,
yes,
then obey a 10 of Edamo. What will spoil the whole romantic getaway for you? Because you spoke of, room service.
Yes,
they're giving that good treatment. Your breakfast is in. You're in your robe. You're in your bikini, sitting by your pool, and all of that. What will be the 10 of for you?
A situation whereby I was supposed to have taken a particular item with me.
Which are
there, would there be a BB along the line? Although that particular trip should have been a free working zone area whereby you don't work at all.
Yeah, no.
Then all of a sudden you get a call that you're supposed to do something. You're supposed to do something very urgent. And there is a time for it. Time frame.
A deadline.
I was sure the whole weekend.
Sister boss Afro. Was made. How about you? Road trip. What would be the 10 of? Hey, come on. I love my road trips. I love to be my jolly ride. And then what would be the 10 of for you?
Bad road, and when your car breaks down.
Hey, bad road in the Ghana. Bad road.
And when your car breaks down in the middle of somewhere that no one is around, and you have to call a driver all the way from where you are just to come and help you fix your car. It will be a complete 10 off.
And the best say road trip. But talking of that, say if you can't break it down, you can do camping in the forest.
Exactly.
That's why I camping.
Yeah, you can do. What if you didn't budget for camping?
No, but camping.
You were just going on a road trip, just a jolly ride. You didn't think
of getting
exactly. So you didn't prepare for that.
But you had with the canopy there.
Into my planning all that.
You didn't plan for that, but it was just a normal jolly trip and all that. So, and the bad road, the bad
road need all high in
the bad road.
So since we love road trips, I love road trip. You know, being in the car, listening to sweet music, holding hands, and all of that. It makes it out. And then your getaway is also like a plus for me.
Yeah.
With a getaway, though, in the morning you come watching beautiful view. You know how they take the picture and then the video. That beautiful waking up to this beautiful view.
Especially about 5:30 now. Sister Mama will go into details.
Maya and Kyle. So you can also share with us what you prefer. Do you prefer a road trip, jolly road, or jolly ride, and then, or you prefer a romantic getaway? What do you prefer? This is Travel Lifestyle. It's sponsored by CH Travel and Tour. If you want to travel, that dream vacation, that road trip, please, they can do that for you. So please do contact them and follow them on all their social platforms. So yes, we are still discussing, we're almost done, but then what advice would you give to someone who you think should reduce the financial stress, because we worry ourselves most of the times when we are traveling?
Travel to a country within your budget. Travel to a country that you know, okay, so this is the amount of money I have on me, and from my research, this is the country that I can afford, and enjoy, relax, go to recreational places, take pictures, have fun. Don't travel to a country you know you can't afford and it's not within your budget. And the second thing is always budget before you travel. Yeah.
Okay. Rosie.
Well, I would say that traveling, or to say budgeting, it should fall within your means, as my sister was saying. But then do not solely consider depending on your family members and friends out there.
Where to go ask for reference?
Na ayo budget na obia wa kwanta cross do before you realize no what's will be. Yes, some people will even discourage you from even coming.
Yeah.
A situation whereby our budget is okay, the way of narrate the story natural you yourself you feel like no, and you hope you
right.
But it's once in a while I was saying if you travel outside your comfort zone, even not outside Ghana and Casakrano. Charlie, we have so many beautiful places that you can go and then have fun.
So many beautiful places you can go and have fun. Make sure from your career, make sure you budget before after them traveling bag. And Madam Sa, well, I nimna for bag equal. No, can mumu nalonya send you get it. So please, let's try and budget. It's very important. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, so there's a need for you to still have fun. There's a need for you to explore. There's a need for you to travel, and so it's not bad for you to travel, but all you have to do is make sure you budget for your traveling. Please do budget. Make research on the hotels, their food, the country, and know what you are up to. You just don't go there and find yourself wanting. This is Travel Lifestyle. My name is Hetty B. I would like to thank Eukaria for always being here, and then Rosie also for always being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please keep on watching our channel. We have nothing but the best for you. Bye.
Bye.